You might also get some questions regarding how JavaScript is working with DOM. For example, here we must highlight all of the words over 8 characters long in the paragraph text with yellow background. And as you can see here, I have index.html, and we have our paragraph, and we have our heading, paragraph, and we have quite a lot of text here. And if you want to try it yourself, I will link the source code in the description box below, so you should not retype this whole text. So this is how our text is looking now, how we can implement this specific task. First of all, we must find our paragraph, and this is really easy that we have just a single paragraph. So here we can say that we are finding paragraph, and here is document.querySelector, and here is p. And as you can see, I used here query selector, and this is super important. If you will try to use getElement by ID or getElement by class, this is not the best approach, and it shows that you didn't work with DOM too much. This is why you always must use query selector or query selector all if you want to get a list of your elements. In our case, we get just a single element. This is why we simply write here p, and we are getting our paragraph. We could also write here a $sign at the beginning, just like in jQuery style, and for example, I prefer to do it to easily distinguish by the name the difference between just elements and DOM elements. But for now, we will keep it just like a paragraph. What we want to do now, we want to change our content, so our inner HTML. This is why we can write paragraph.innerHTML equals, and we want first of all to read paragraph.innerHTML. And as you can see, this is how our content inside inner HTML is looking like, so this is just a plain string, and now we can work with it just like with normal JavaScript string. So what we want to do now here, we want first of all to split it with space. In this case, we are getting an array of our words, and now we can use map to work with every single word. So actually here we are getting a word, and inside we want to check if our word is longer than 8 symbols. So we can simply return here word.length bigger than 8 symbols. Then here we want to write ternary operator, and if we are bigger than 8 symbols, then we want to wrap it in yellow, which actually means we want to write another DOM node inside. This is why here I will create a string div with style inside, and inside style we are writing background color, for example yellow. Here we must close our div, and actually div is bad, we must use here span because this will be an inline element, and inside this span we are just writing our word that was there previously. So in this case we are returning a new DOM node, and if we didn't change a word, then we simply return this word back. As you can see in this case, first of all we take our string inside inner HTML, we split it by words with space, we are mapping every single word, and we are checking the length. In this case I am returning new DOM node, or I am returning the word itself. And after we are finished with our map, we must join everything back. This is why here we are joining with space, just like we did previously. Let's check what we are getting. I'm reloading here the page, and as you can see, all our words, which are longer than 8 symbols, will be highlighted with yellow, which means actually in 3 lines we can solve this task. And you can get different tasks regarding DOM, so what you need to know is how to get elements from DOM, how to remove them from DOM, how to update them, and actually how to transform DOM elements directly to JavaScript strings, for example, so you can work with them.